Let's try to get to a little Yeshiva Das in whatever ways we know. Try to relax our bodies. Sit up straight in our chairs, uncross our legs, our arms. Have our feet stable on the ground. And relax. Relax our legs. Relax our seat in the chair. Widen our back onto the back of the chair. Relax our shoulders. Relax our stomachs. Our chest. And breathe. Relax our face, our eyebrows, the melt. Top of our head. Keep breathing. Breathe and relax. Allow the thoughts to just go one to the next. Let's try to connect to one another in a strong way. Here we are, 5 Jewish men together, having one consciousness. Choose and believe that we're connected. Choose it and believe it. If we believe it, then we are. Let's also choose and believe that we are here in Eretz Yisrael, a little bit all over Eretz Yisrael. It's a different place. It's a land of opportunities, a land of Nisim. Choose and believe that we could connect to its power. And today, we're going to connect to Rabbi Nachman of Breslov. Let's choose and believe to connect to Rabbi Nachman ben Fega. Nun, Ches, Mem, Nun Sofit, Nachman. The gematria of Nachman is 148, which is the same as Netzach, eternal. Because his words were eternal. His teachings were for then and for now and for the future. Let's choose and believe that together we're connected here in Eretz Yisrael to Rabbi Nachman. In the 21st Torah, he starts with the pasuk from Tehillim, Achar v'kedem tzartani, which means you formed me, tzartani, with a back and a front. Achor v'kedem tzartani. He explains that this means that there are different ways that our seichel works. Sometimes we need a chor. Sometimes we need to have hakdamot, introductions, to understand something. That's a chor. But sometimes there's a shefa eloki. There's a divine flow that doesn't need any hakdamot. That's kedem, hakdamot. Sometimes we're zocheh to get a spiritual flow without any hakdamot. And he explains that the way to receive such a divine flow is by being mikadesh, our 7 candles, by sanctifying, by separating our 7 candles. What are the 7 candles? It's our 2 eyes, the 2 nostrils of our nose, our 2 ears, and our mouth. These are the 7 candles of the menorah, and our face is the menorah. Pinei ha-menorah, the face, the same as the front, achor v'kedem, the front. It's our tani. So by being mekadesh, these 7 candles, we're able to receive the divine flow easily, without any introductions, without any preface. So let's just imagine one at a time these 7 candles and try to experience the place of these 7 candles and how we really can in this holy land all together, b'schus the Holy Tzaddik, can really uplift these candles and this menorah. First, let's start with the eyes. There are 2 eyes. Feel your eyes. What are our eyes for? Our eyes should be the eyes of Hashem, always looking for the good, always seeing the good, closing them from the bad. That's the kiddush on our eyes. And our ears are there to hear the voice of Torah, to hear the voice of prayer, to listen to the Chachamim, not to listen to evil and slander. Feel the ears, feel the sparks of the ears. When we hear a secret, we're not going to reveal it. That's being Mekadesh, the ears. And our nose, the 2 nostrils of our nose. It says, V'harichu b'yirat Hashem. The nose was the only sense that wasn't tainted at the sin of Adam. So it still has a faint smell of yirat Hashem. When a person gets angry, it says, V'chara af. His anger is in his nose. That means that he has ego. But the nose is humility. And the mouth, the words of Torah, the words of prayer, the smiles, the good words. These are the ways to be Mekadesh, the mouth. So let's sit back for a few minutes, relax our minds, and focus on these 7 candles. These 7 candles that have a fire that could bring in the holiest, easiest divine flow into our lives. Start with the eyes. Choose and believe that our eyes are holy. Even if you know something that wasn't holy that you've seen, we're starting right now. Choose and believe it. And now our holy ears, which heard Hashem's voice at Har Sinai, Shema Yisrael, choose and believe that our ears are amazingly holy. And our nose, it's interesting that naturally our nose doesn't like bad smells. It only likes good smells. Maybe that's the holiness of our nose. Smell of challah for Shabbos, smell of incense, but foul odor is never good. You'll need to learn that. That's our purity, that's our anivus. Choose and believe that our neshama, kol haneshima, neshama is through our nose, the breaths of our nose. And finally, our mouth. What an amazing organ of our body our mouth is. Shlomo HaMelech says, it could kill or it could give life. That's the power of our mouth. And we know in our lives before how we've given life. Or chas v'shalom, the opposite. Choose and believe now that our mouth wants to and can be holy, be mitkadesh itself, to receive the divine flow without any haktamot. All the 7 candles face the middle candle, the menorah. That's the face, the seichel that has no haktamot. It's like the sukkah. The sukkah has 7 ananim, 7 clouds. Those are the 7 candles. The sukkah surrounds us. Because this seichel, this divine flow surrounds us, and it's just waiting to come in. All it needs is to sanctify these 7 candles. Choose and believe that we are together, b'schus the tzaddik, here in the Holy Land, sanctifying these candles. And before we finish, there's one other idea that he speaks about in this lesson. Sometimes this seichel that is about to come in is called bi'ibur. It's impregnated. It's around and it's not able to get in. And another way to make this seichel that is makif, it surrounds us like the sukkah, to bring it closer so that it's not a makif to makif, but it's really surrounding us and just waiting for us to be Mekadesh ourselves, to bring in that divine flow that is ours. The way to do that is with tza'aka, is by yelling. Yafeh tza'aka le'adam. It's good to yell, to bring in that seichel hamakif. But we don't need to yell out loud right now. Rabbi Nachman says that you could yell in your head. It doesn't have to be a yell from bitterness, give it to me, but a yell of our real self, our real neshama, opening. The yell is the opening of that pregnant woman who yells 70 voices when she's about to give birth. So too, we want to give birth to this seichel, this divine flow that Hashem's waiting to give to us. So let's yell in our minds all together, connect our yellings, b'schus the Holy Tzaddik, to bring the makif to makif right next to us, so that we could have a transcendent place. Yofi. Just turn up the volume a little bit more, believing a little bit more in our 7 candles, believing in our ability to yell from the depths of our heart to receive Hashem's flow. Great. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.